Hello Libra, and welcome to your May 2025 tarot card reading. We're going to get started with an oracle card to get a sense of the energy we're moving into. Narrow pathway. Tread thoughtfully. Narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. That is the opposite of a tower, right? Where the tower just comes crumbling down around us. You're being asked to maneuver gently, thoughtfully, carefully. All right, let's see what we have. 5 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the Hanged Man. All right, so the Hanged Man represents Pisces, Neptune power, actually. And it's the card of surrender. And we know that Neptune just moved into Aries. And it's a big deal. Now, it's also a card of knowing when to hold on and when to let go. And that's the secret, excuse me, to a lot of life's questions, right? Knowing which path to take. You know, we talk about this narrow pathway. And do we want to, for instance, quit our job, or do we want to keep the company, keep employed at the company and look for another position within that job? That would be maybe treading thoughtfully instead of just saying, I'm quitting this whole place, another thing on a personal level, it's, you just don't want to, something's broken and throw the whole thing away. You want to be thoughtful about things, maybe repair something or find another way to do something. Now, the Ace of Cups is coming out with a gift from God. This is the hand of God offering an emotionally uplifting opportunity, something that is going to thrill you. And it's going to come in, I think, through the job. 8 of Pentacles shows you at work. Now, this could be your own work as an artisan. There's a lot of artists. There's a lot of entrepreneurs. And there's people who are working in an environment with colleagues. So I kind of like my first inclination that I'm talking about, as my example. You don't want to just quit something completely and abandon it. You might want to stick with, say, a company and just find another department or another role in your job. Or if you are an entrepreneur, the same thing. Find another contractor, find another venue, find another platform, a marketing strategy, whatever that is for you. Don't give up. Tread lightly. It's a narrow pathway. And if you think about it and take your time with it, you won't have to rebuild everything because you've put a lot of work into something here, Libra. 8 of Pentacles says that you've been doing a lot of work with something. You've been building, you've been learning, you've been honing your skills. Just don't throw all that away. Modify something, right? If you're not getting cooperative energy, which is what the 5 of Wands is saying, it's time to find a new community, a new group, a new association. So think about this and tread thoughtfully. All right, we're going to get some additional cards for some clarification. Oh, the Tower. I said it was the opposite of that. There you go. I manifested something, and I didn't mean to. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's talk about that. Now, the Tower is not treading thoughtfully. The Tower is jumping out impulsively, abrupt action. That's really what the Tower is. This is, I believe, this is more Pluto's energy, but this is something that you're trying to get away from, this group. It's causing you some stress. And your inclination is to do this, but you're not going to. There's other people, that might abandon ship or might have this tower energy, but it's not going to be you, because it shows you right next door to this with the 10 of Wands, still carrying your heavy load, still working hard, climbing up your hill, and ready to deliver, ready to, stake your ground, plant your seeds, plant your trees, whatever that is for you. So you're going to keep with it. You're not going to be tempted to jump off like everybody else here. You're not abandoning this project that you've worked so hard with. And the Ace of Cups is saying, keep the faith. Keep following your bliss, keep working your passion. Remember to hold on. It's not time to let go. The Seven of Swords looks over his shoulder at the Star card. And I love that, because the Star card is your wish fulfilled. This is where everything comes together for you. This is a card that says you've made it, you're healed. This is your card of hope. You are headed in a fated direction, similar to your North Node. Now, I like that this Seven of Swords is tiptoeing away, but looking over their shoulder, because they're saying, if I walk away, if I jump onto this tower energy, like everybody else, I could be leaving my dream. And it looks like my dream is really close to being fulfilled here. Am I ready to do that? So think about this. Tread thoughtfully. Don't just have a knee-jerk reaction to something, be impulsive, or take the abrupt way out. Don't abandon the things that you work so hard for, and you looking over your shoulder, seeing how close your dream is to being realized will give you second thought. I hope this resonated. If it has, please like, share, and subscribe. Wishing you balance, peace, and harmony. Take care.